And welcome back to Daily Wrap. Let's read some of your viewer comments. First, we have one hot off the press. Ow, it's actually hot. I don't think Trump should apologize. Everyone I know thinks Obama is a Muslim and that he's purposely trying to destroy America from within. This comes from Lynn, who is from a zip code 76085. Not sure quite where that is.
Come on, don't do that.
It's a zip. What, I gave the zip code? What are they going to do, drone her house now and track her down? You're sick. This issue of Muslim training camps worries thinking Americans.
All right, and this from Danny. Danny, I will not read your zip code. I believe that the comments made at Trump town hall meetings are revealing what many Americans feel about the Muslim religion. The POTUS is speaking loud and clear about whom he supports, and it generally is not Christians, but rather those who desire to destroy America. I'm just going to make one comment. Guys, you're entitled to your opinions. That is your constitutional right. All that I ask of you is that you remember that other Americans, people born here, people raised here just like you, are entitled to their rights too. And they have a right to be Muslim, Jewish, or anything that they want to be, just like you have a right to have your comments.
I don't think anybody that made those comments was saying anything about the constitutional rights. So what they're saying is that people worry. That is the truth. Now, whether or not that guy meant to say it that way last night or not, the fact is there's a lot of people that are worried because the real threat of national security to this country right now is Muslim terror.
And to your point, we saw what happened at that Geller event in Texas. We saw what happened in Tennessee. So people have a right to be worried.
Is anybody here proud that we interned Japanese Americans during World War II? Are you proud of that?
How many terrorist attacks did we have by Japanese Americans back in those days? We didn't have a lot, and that's the way they reacted.
And they were interned.
But that's the way they
reacted.
Democratic
president.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Under a Democratic president.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not proud of that part of our history. They have the same rights as Americans that we do. And when I read somebody say that...
But worry is not taken away from somebody's constitutional right.
It is. When you're worrying about somebody because of their religion. If you think that you know somebody who wants to hurt you, your family, this country, then I get it. I get it. I'm going to worry about them too. But I'm going to worry about them no matter who they are or what they are if they want to hurt my family or my country. I'm not going to apply that to an entire subclass of people.
You just said worry is that we can start telling people that they can't worry about something.
I didn't say that they can't worry.
You didn't say that.
I said, no, I'm talking about a whole class of people, not about worrying. That's not at all.
Then that class of people needs to start policing their own and taking charge.
Vigilance. Moving on. Next, we have some more on Wednesday's food fight, also known as the second GOP debate. Nicholas says, quote, Rick, why is Rand Paul the only one talking about criminal justice reform? It was one of the few things said Wednesday that actually had the word you love, actual substance.
Yeah, and actually you're right. And Rand Paul has been good talking about criminal justice reform. And I'm with you all the way. I thought he was terrible in the debate, but I wish other Republican and Democratic candidates would pick up the topic too. You're right.
Okay, read, because it looks like an
intense
need. All right,
Watching the Fall says, Watching the Fall, that's their ID, says, hey Joe, love the whole get smart Gomer Pyle thing you got going on there. Trump is the only candidate that has any chance of bringing over millennials. All right, Gomer.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you used your real name and stepped up like a man. Wait a minute, so get smart, so who is that? Don Adams?
Yeah.
And then Gomer Pyle was Jim Nabors.
I get the Don Adams thing. I kind of see that. I'm not quite sure I'm getting the
well, watching the Fall, you missed it by that much.
Surprise.
Golly.
I watched Inspector Gadget though as a kid, though. That I have to admit to. And please, dude, I'm Jim Carrey, honestly, right?
Who didn't?
Stop me. All right, Suzette says, everybody should stop whining about Trump. Finally, someone tells it like it is instead of talking in circles like a typical politician. Trump is incredibly intelligent, and that's what we need, the businessman and not a politician. He can negotiate with anyone, and he is proving he gets things done. Well, if you want a business person as well, you might want to look at Carly Fiorina if the Trump thing doesn't work out. Just saying.
And we can have a long chat about whether or not Trump really tells it like it is. Kitty says, why do people say Fiorina is an outsider? I don't trust her any more than I do Hillary. She isn't honest about her job history, but that fits perfectly with politicians.
Oh, isn't that interesting that she's not an outsider? Don't believe she's ever held office, and she was a business person. And hot off the press, Fiorina surpasses Trump in post-debate New Hampshire poll. She's now leading by 4 points in New Hampshire.
She did run for the Senate.
Well, she did run for the Senate, but I'm just saying that we're seeing our first bump at a Fee Arena who won that
I'm
debate.
just agreeing with our wonderful
Are you going to even comment
viewer.
on what I'm saying?
I'm not surprised. Let's see what it is next week.
Okay, well, she was down 15 points before that poll was taken, and now she's actually over 10. I'm just saying. Anyway, you're reading.
I'm reading. Oh, Don says, you people don't seem to be taking the debate very seriously. Right, because when we spend 4 hours in here, we're not taking it seriously. Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and Ben Carson are the only authentic candidates there who would deliver change. It gets boring to watch commentators trying to be smarter than everyone else. Clowns. Very easy solution. Don't watch.
No, please watch. Keep
Not if he
watching.
thinks that we're
no,
clowns.
No. Keep watching it. Look, his point is clear, though.
Sure,
That's
fine.
what many people feel right now. Anyway,
Why are they watching?
remember, if you want to weigh in on any of these issues us clowns talk about here on the show, be sure to go to newsmaxtv.com/comments and let us know what you think. Up next, it's time for Yay or Nay. It's happy time. This is the Daily Wrap.